All right, great. Okay, we're recording, and today is February 19th already, so it's kind of crazy. But um, I was just thinking today a little bit about kind of like the momentum that we've got in this business and the momentum that we have right now. I think at the time of year it is, and I've been kind of getting a little bit more into these full moons, right? And today's a super moon. It's a super full moon. And I am no astrologist. I don't know very much about all of this stuff, but I do feel like a new moon, like a new month and a new year kind of gives us this gravitational pull of releasing the things that we don't want, don't need in our lives. Those toxic people, toxic things, toxic habits, and then jumping forward, springing forward like an arrow into something that is powerful, awakening, and new and bright. And it may just start as something small, maybe a new hobby or a new habit, but in this aspect, it's actually a new business for a lot of people. Our team has been growing like crazy. I am like so beyond excited, and I'm excited to get to know everybody and really see what exactly your goals are and how to propel you. But the way that this business starts is really just by opening our mouths. And it's really interesting because I actually just sent in our group Voxer chat. I forwarded it over from Avery Bush's Nation to Be from Tammy Knowles, who is actually the sponsor of our nation, Jill Bush. And it was just kind of an interview thing back and forth with Tammy and asking, what are the main things to do when you first start your business? And what would you say really sets people apart from the winners and the coasters, the runners and the walkers in this business? And I would say we do have a getting started list. We have that. Our call last week was very much about that, and I want to go over that again maybe at the end. But today, I think my biggest takeaway from that was you need to be coachable in this business. And I think that's the thing that Michelle was just speaking of, is that we have this conglomerate group of people that have been there before us. Michelle's taught me everything I know alongside the other leaders in our nation and greater nation than that. And that's the first thing I learned when I really I started my business November 2 years ago. And when I really decided to go for it, when I made the decision that my life needed to be more than what it was, and by the way, I had a great career. I was an engineer by day, fashion blogger by night. I very much loved my passion of the fashion blog. But truth be told, sometimes we have passion but no paycheck, or we have a paycheck like my engineering degree and I had no passion in that. And so I was looking for something more. I met Michelle and the other women in Arbonne, and that really inspired me to grow big. And when I made the decision to be coachable is when I saw the biggest shift in my business. I think that's the biggest thing that Lene has actually seen in her business, is when she said, I'm going to go for it and to get busy. And like we were saying, you're in business for yourself here. It is an effort-based business, but you're not in business by yourself. You have people that have been here before you. The other thing that Tammy was saying is to just get busy. Get busy off the bat. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You do not need to know everything about Arbonne. All you need is a list of 20 to 30 people in your first couple of days of business, and that list will grow into your 100 name list and beyond and beyond. The best thing you could do is you get your 30-day kit, get yourself some skincare. Whenever you run out of stuff, when I ran out of my lip balm, I switched over to Arbonne's, and it was the best lip balm ever. Everything will be incredible. All of our products do work and they're incredible, but you need to become a product of the product. So we always coach definitely the nutrition set, start getting your body healthy, and then get healthy on the outside to go within as well. So do go ahead and, start switching over your skincare, switch over your baby care, switch over your shampoo. We just got an incredible new line of hair care. So that would be that. Get busy and just know that you just got to get yourself out there. You just have to jump in. You may not imagine you're standing on the side of the pool. We talk about this analogy a lot. And you may not even know if there's water in that pool. You don't even know if anyone's looking. You might be, rip off your clothes, go skinny dipping and jump in that pool, because if you do that, the neighbors are going to see you so stoked about it. They're going to see you just jumping right in, and they're going to come. And I think that, Michelle, you always talk about how you kind of started your business and you thought it was going to grow kind of authentically at first. And that, maybe when I started too, I started posting things on Instagram, but I didn't take the initiative. And I didn't jump on fire in the very beginning. And it wasn't until I said, you know what, I'm making this decision. I'm going to be on fire. Even on the days that I hear crickets, I don't hear anything from our team. No one's getting back to me. I might get a bunch of no's. I just had to tell myself, jump into that pool, just keep going, go for the no's. Because if you're not getting no's, then you're not asking enough. And I think that's the biggest takeaways that I've gotten from, listening to Tammy today.
Brilliant. Steph, that's awesome. You guys, you can't start your business without actually reaching out to your network. This is network marketing. And, as long as we have just a minute, and I will have to jump, I would love to hear Lene address that very thing, because you actually have experienced a decision to build, a decision to say yes to the business is very different than a decision to know I'm now going for it. Can you talk about that pivot in your own business, Lene? Because really you went district manager in a month, really, practically. And yet you had been in the business for about 9 months or so when you made that decision. Can you talk about that mindset shift?
Yeah. I had always wanted it, but my motivation would just kind of come and go throughout those 9 months. But it really hit me when so I'm a speech language pathologist full time, and the company that I work for, I accrue a lot of paid time off, but I'm forced to use it by the end of the year. And so the months of December and January, I was traveling so much, and it was kind of an epiphany for me. I'm like, this is what my life could be like all the time if I didn't have to be somewhere at a certain time working for someone else. If I could just do what I want when I want to do it, and make the decision to have my Arbonne business grow, so that I could get to that point. And so that was my aha moment, because I love to travel, and just that freedom, which I guess wasn't really freedom. I mean, I could only travel as much as my paid time off allowed me to, but I just got the itch to do it more, and it's what I love to do. So,
and Lene, this might be putting you on the spot a little bit, but if you were earning an area manager's paycheck, which is very, very reasonable to expect, if you find you already are building your team, you're a district going area manager qual this month, potentially, and actually we see it for you. If you are a bonusing area manager, $20,000 in volume in your business, does that allow you to start thinking about releasing a day or two, or maybe making the move toward RVP? Would RVP give you the life you need to have that travel full time? Would you be able to retire and recreate?
Yeah,
guys,
absolutely.
people are going RVP in 4 months and 6 months and 8 months and a year. What if a year from now, let's just say, Lene, it takes you another year. What if by GTC next year, by Christmas next year, you are driving a white Mercedes paid for by Arbonne? I suggest you could do it sooner, but would you believe me? Would you go for it? Is it real for you? And you guys, I see her stepping into her greatness and into her leadership, because the vision is now, you can grab it, can't you, Lene? You can see that if that girl could do it, then I can do it too. So Steph, would you walk us through, how do you get started?
Yep.
And I'll just love you and tell you I love you so much.
No worries. You guys have a fun event tonight. Okay, so as the getting started steps, like we were saying, is definitely get your products, become a product of the product, create your master list. Don't dwell too much in the very beginning. I really believe that if you just talk to everyone, nothing and no one is going to get in your way. You have to believe this, because you see the evidence, and sometimes people believe in you more than you see your own belief. But we have the evidence here, and if you're plugging into these calls and you're seeing what's happening and you're seeing the shift in people, even sideline people that you're not even financially connected to, that's really where it's going to come from. So you need to believe in the very beginning. You need to understand this is a mindset business, right? And it is effort-based, so it has to be consistent effort. So on your name list, just go ahead. I just keep a notebook with me at all times. And sometimes, I just sometimes rip out pages and then rewrite my list, circle the ones that have gotten back to me. And the ones that haven't gotten back to me, I just follow up with all the time. So you want to, no matter what, if you are really going to build this business, you need to be looking to find 8 to 10 detoxers per month. It's really not that much. It seems like a lot in the very beginning, but I'm telling you, if you know 3 people that know 3 other people that know 3 other people, then you're there. Find 3 detoxers that each find 3, right? It's simple duplication, and you just find some accountability partners to do it with you in your first month. 8 to 10, you're actually going to have that 2,500 bricks. So we have these numbers that are kind of key numbers in Arbonne. And no matter what, you should personally be finding your $2,500. That's in volume, right? Your qualifying volume. And what that's going to do is that you're going to get your return back on your investment of your personal 30-day kit. And you're actually going to have another $100 bonus in your paycheck, right? So you're just going to get paid on that volume. We call that brick so important because if you want to get to area manager qualification, for example, that's 10,000 in your area. So we just take that number, that's 4 people, that's you and 3 other people doing the same thing. So we just break it down like that. You would want to talk to your sponsor immediately and say, okay, I really want to go with this business. How can I make it? Oops, sorry, you guys. Dogs are gonna bark for a second. How can I get to where I need to be? And what is that number? And I would say that the first thing is 2,500 in your first month, no matter what. And you can do that with 5 days left in the month. There is absolutely no reason not to. So reach out immediately to 30 people and then 5 people a day minimum after that. I like to say 30 people per day. If you are consistent and say you're going to do 30 people per day, that's probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour, depending, throughout your day. And you can do that on your lunch break. You can do that, while you're sitting down and having breakfast, before you go to bed and you put your head down on the pillow. I truly believe that the first thing in the morning is the best way to do this. Is I do my 20 people every morning, no matter what. And then I see the answers trickle in throughout the day. When you get a response, if it's anything other than a hell yes, text your sponsor, screenshot it, and then also send it to us and we can help you respond. Okay? So reach out to 30 people immediately and then you're consistent after that. Post on social media. I think social media is a big reason why this is growing so big right now. Arbonne is literally on fire, and social marketing is the largest, one of the most respected industries in the world right now. It is not what it used to be. It is something that is what everyone's doing. We all know people that shop online, sell online. That's the wave of the future. Brick and mortar is not anymore. This is a click and order world, and we have exactly that, right? So post on social media. Your sponsor can help you with your first post, and I have all the verbiage for you guys. Post a picture of you in your box. You cannot start and launch a business if your network does not know you own a business. It just doesn't work that way. Let's be very honest. You need to share with people that you are so pumped about this. And whether you know exactly what to say or not, we have plenty of examples to show you how to get there. So journal your 30 days progress on Facebook. Dina, who is on our team, she's actually did the detox the first month. She's on her second month of detox, and she's in district manager qualification by halfway through the month right now. And that's because she's been journaling what she's been eating her shakes. Wow, I've lost 15 pounds. All of this that she's sharing with her network, it's so effortlessly coming to her because she's putting it out there to the universe. So journal the 30 days on Facebook and then follow up. You may have to reach out to someone. If they say 80% of sales, you guys, comes from the 8th to 12th exposure. And that doesn't mean that you're going to be pushy or needy. You're just saying, hey girl, I have something really amazing to take a look at. Or hey, guy friend who works out at the gym who probably would like to lose a little bit of bloat. Hey, my friend who has an autoimmune issue or inflammation. Or hey, I saw that you're looking for great skincare. We're just sharing this gift with people. And if we don't get a response right away, you cannot get discouraged. This is a mindset business. So we're going to say, if they don't respond, that's great. We can reach back out and just touch them and say, hey, this may or may not be for you, but I just genuinely see how it's changed a lot of lives, and I really want to share this business with you. I really want to share this program with you, and I'd really like for you to be my accountability partner. It's totally okay if you don't know what to say. We've been there, done that, and we just have to keep reaching out. And the key to this business is consistency and persistence. Be persistent. It's not going to come overnight, you guys, but it will come like a snowball effect. If you just pack a little bit of snow each day into that snowball and you push it up the hill, I'm telling you, that downhill snowball is exactly what you want. And that is that white Mercedes between 4 and 6 months. 4 and 6 months of just giving the sacrifice of an extra hour of your time a day. Rachel Hollis says this, and she's speaking at our global conference this year. And I don't know the exact quote, but it's basically, if you do not have an hour in your day for yourself, then there's a bigger problem. You need to find that hour. We all have some sort of hour in our day, whether we break it up or we just wake up 1 hour earlier, because you are worth it. Your life is worth it. This business works, and you deserve to do this, not just for you, but for your family and you're 7 generations deep. When you become an Arbonne area manager, you get to will this business, and that paycheck is just going to keep coming in. You deserve it, and so does your family, right? So those are my top tips. And then also, yeah, when you do get your detoxers, you guys are all leaders, whether you have one client or you have a big team, you are a leader, and you've got, even if you're responsible for your one accountability buddy, it might be your husband or your sister doing this with you. We have a detox tracker where you can use it to propel your detoxers into possibly being consultants, or most definitely continue ordering every month, because they're going to be hitting their goals and they're going to be trying to achieve their goals, right? So we have exactly what to say. It's really a copy and paste of day 1 through day 30, how to treat these people, and how to coach them, right? We're coaches, we're leaders, whether it's our team or it's our clients, we owe it to them to be able to get their money's worth out of this. And the beautiful thing is that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, because what we have is a business that's already there for us. We don't have to deal with the shipping, the product stocking. We don't have to deal with the marketing other than just opening our mouths. We don't have to deal with the trainings, all the product information, the nutrition sheets, the product development, and even the models, you guys. Even the models in the Arbonne catalog are Arbonne consultants. And that's what makes our products better, and that's what makes this the best compensation plan out there. So we have everything there for you. Just follow the plan, be consistent, just decide. You guys, this is what I wrote down from Tammy earlier. And she said, follow your leader, believe it, decide it, and achieve it, because you deserve it. Have the mindset of I am. If you want to be an area manager by the end of this month, if you want to be a district manager by the end of this month, because you're going to get an 8% pay raise, because everything you're going to be buying for yourself as a district manager is going to give you an 8% money back in your commission check. That is a no-brainer to me. Let's get to district manager as soon as possible. Let's get to area manager so you can will this to your business and make a great $5,000 paycheck if that's what you want. Let's get there. Have the mindset of I am. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am an Arbonne leader. I am an Arbonne district manager. This works, you guys. So you just have to have the mindset. And sometimes we just have to get out of our own way. Stay in your own lane. Don't let anybody steal your dream. There's always going to be skeptics out there. There's always going to be people that try and steal your dream. And most of the time, it's the people that love and care for you the most, because they're trying to protect you. And all you have to do is think in your mind, this works. I've seen this work. I know Michelle. I know Stephanie. I know Lene. I know Sarah. I know Jill Bush. I heard from Tammy Knowles today, who is a 4-wide executive national vice president. And if you don't know what that means, that is a huge business. That is a huge paycheck per month. And that's her changing thousands of lives. She's been in the business 16 years, and we have access to all of these people to help you achieve where you want to go. So I'd say let's be consistent between now and the next 4 months. If you just do that little bit of work every day consistently for 4 months, there's no reason for you to not hit your regional vice president goals or even go nation in the next year. We're seeing it happen all the time. So those are my big nuggets. I don't know, Kara, if you have any questions, or anybody else that's on the call that has any questions at all. I'm going to save this recording so that we can share it with you guys later on.
Hey, Steph, I just wanted to say that was awesome presentation. It was great, and lots of great pearls that if you just go over your notes and listen to the recording over and over again, a lot of it sinks in, and it's all true. Great job.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think that it really is a business of consistency and just tracking. It's really important, you guys. I did not track my business at the very beginning. Now sometimes I have papers everywhere, but I actually know who I've talked to. We need to know who we've talked to so that we know who to follow up with. I think that's the biggest thing. Know your number. Every time you make a sale, even if it is a lip gloss or a lip balm, and your goal is 2,500 or 10,000 or 40,000, cross that number off in your notebook every time your business grows, because you are going to see that needle move, and you're going to see the belief in yourself and that this works. And sometimes when we feel like nothing is happening, everything's happening in the background. So All right, I hope you guys have a great night. I'm going to save this recording and please share with your teams. And Kara, I'm super glad to get to know you and to have you a part of this team. Lene, do you have any questions or anything to add? I miss you already.
I miss you more. So does Tegan.
Bye, you guys. Have a great night.
Bye.